Hey, what is up, guys? This is Fred, and today I'm going to go over 5 very needed improvements that we should add onto Save the World Fortnite. I want to start off by thanking Hugh and Joship for letting me expose their ideas and maybe develop them. But yeah, guys, let's get right into this. So for number 1, we have base permissions, and this is pretty straightforward because we just don't want people to collect our resources unless permissions is given, and so we should add some kind of interface, just like in the home base, where we could give permissions to the team to collect our resources, because a lot of griefers or just random people collect the resources even though they're not theirs at all. Now, I believe this hasn't been suggested yet, but I believe people shouldn't be able to break your base or even the block underneath it, just because it makes no sense to be able to do that, because only the constructor should be able to do it. Griefers will still find a way around screwing up with the base, but this improvement still should help. So for number 2, this is more of a quality of life improvement for traps in general. So I think we should be able to see who's placed the actual trap. And we should also get some kind of trap recycle system, and so this system would take into account like the uses of your traps, and it would return you at the end of the mission a certain amount of the traps, depending on the ratio that would be set. And so I'm going to show you an example right here. I'm in game right now, and this is the example I wanted to show you. So let's say I just have 5 of these ceiling electric fields, and so currently there are 46 out of 46 uses. And let's say at the end of the mission they have, for instance, I don't know, they have 20 uses each left, and that would do 20 times 5, so that would be 100 uses left. And I don't know, Epic Games could tell us, I don't know, maybe for this trap in particular, we would get for 50 uses that you have at the end of the mission left, you would get 1 trap back. And so in this case, if I were to have 20 left uses per trap, I would get 2 traps at the end, because 100 divided by 50 is 2, so that would be 2 traps that are refunded actually, because they still have the uses. And this would help a lot because a lot of wasted traps could actually get recycled, and it makes a lot of sense not to lose them completely. Alright, so for number 3, I wanted to mention easier deletion. So that would mean being able to clear out walls or traps by pressing a simple button. I think Epic could add some kind of deletion mode so that people don't just press the actual button and clear out stuff by accident. So I believe this is a change that everyone wants to be implemented, just because when you break some of your objects, you do half the damage towards them, and that kind of makes no sense. And so yeah, this change would make our lives a lot easier. Now, I also thought about the fact that people could just destroy your home base if you give them permissions. So I believe we should add a new type of permission. So we would have first the permission to build or edit in the actual home base, and the second one having the rights to use the deletion mode. It is kind of strange that we don't have this in such a construction game. So I believe it's really important to get this added. So I hope Epic Games really see this. So for number 4, we have crafting weapons or traps below the actual level that you leveled them up to. So let's say you upgraded your beautifully rolled Siegebreaker to 3 stars. Great, now you need Malachite to upgrade it, but you're only in early Plankerton. So what do? No, don't you dare do that. So I think it's really important that we should be able to craft anything below the level that we have upgraded our weapons to. And there's a lot of reasons for it. And so here I want to thank Hugh for his post on Reddit, where he said that it would be much easier helping friends or the community in lower levels because you wouldn't have to waste high level resources. And so players will not be discouraged to level up schematics if they don't have the resources to craft them yet. And most importantly, the accidents of new players upgrading their schematics too high without being able to craft them would not be punished as much. And this is really damn accurate. So the last and not least, number 5, I would like to have a trading window. And please, cameras, do not dislike the video right now. So a very easy fix for trading right now would be you being able to invite a person in your team and to trade with a trading window. So you basically ask a player to trade with you via a button, and so a window would pop. And so in this window, you both can exchange materials or crafting materials, items or weapons and traps. And this system would be very similar to what Rocket League has to offer in terms of trading. And in Rocket League's case, the trade is final when both parties accept, and there's like a cooldown of 10 seconds where they both have to wait 10 seconds, just to think about if they want to cancel it or not. And so technically, you're still able to rip people off if they give you, for instance, 20 Nocturnos for one Fiber Swerve or something like that. But at least it's no longer a scam. Now, you guys, I would really like to hear your opinions on all these kind of changes. And the overall improvements that could go on in Save the World. And so if you have any improvement that you would want, just send it to me by message, and I'll try to look into it and maybe make a video on it if it's really important. Let me know if you like these kind of videos where I go over a bit of improvements that could go on in the game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you